And welcome back to Late Night Plamo today with Talon Omega. Today I'm returning to plastic modeling by way of a Megami device kit. This time it's one that I bought about a year and a half ago, I think. The WISM Soldier Assault / Scout. Welcome GBX. Been a while. Thanks for joining. Thanks for messaging. So yeah, I'm starting in on again. Yesterday I streamed and I built the Lego Thor's hammer. Got that done. I went a little over, half an hour over yesterday. Again, today I'm coming back to plastic modeling with a Kotobukiya kit. As I said yesterday, I'm a little bored after building Grandpa's. I built 4 in a row. And so I want to expand a bit into something else first, and then I might go back to building the master grade. Hopefully at some point the old perfect grade goes on sale again, or I can find it somewhere that doesn't cost an arm and a leg. Hopefully it costs less than the unleashed. And then I may decide to get the mega size after that too, just to kind of get it done too. So that's the idea right now. So we are going into the WISM now. In addition to the Megami device, showing off a couple of Christmas gifts and kind of just new toys that I picked up for myself. So I picked up a scriber to try to practice with this kit as well. Not do any new scribing, but probably dig in a little extra on kind of creases and stuff to make sure that the seams kind of go in a bit more, kind of extra define whatever seams there are that I do want to highlight. So I'm thinking of doing that. Picked up a little vise as well, a mini vise. We'll see if I need it for any pieces. I don't believe I will, but you know, just again, new toy. And the biggest one, which was a gift from the wife, is a kind of building platform. She picked it up for me. She gave me, you know, that. So it's kind of a cool thing. It came with a little cutting mat here, which I'll probably take out. You know, this piece kind of lets all the little nubs kind of just fall through at the bottom, collects them a little easier by themselves. Has 2 extra handles for nippers, and I also came with a kind of magnifying glass which has lights. Yes, turns on. I should turn it on if I'm going to do that. So yeah, I can also see highlighted what I'm building. Probably won't be needing that since I got the studio lights. Do pretty well, and little extra space to kind of hold up the instruction booklet as well. So that's what I'm doing today. But first off, let's start off with the unboxing. So Kotobukiya. I forgot what they say in Rico, like the plastic modeling kind of J drama. Yeah, that's what it was. That's the word I'm looking for. J drama from last year. Actually, no, last year they came out with the last season. I believe it was the last season. Haven't gotten around to watching it yet, but yeah. So I've been doing that. I know they had a little kind of tradition when they opened the box and then when they finished building it. But alright, so we've got 2 runners, 4, 6, 8. So these are just hair, it looks like, pieces. Yeah, so they got a blonde and they got a brunette. It's a kind of 2-in-1 kit. You get 2 options to build 2 models, and you know, 2 heads. Actually, no, just 2 hairs. The face is pretty. Actually, no, I think it does have 2 faces. It does have 2 heads, doesn't it? Okay, these are extra head pieces. No, these are something else. These are body pieces. These are extra head pieces, hair pieces. There we go. Here's all the faces. So yeah, you have brown eyes and you have blue eyes. So you do have two faces that you can make. But I think it's only one head. So you swap out the faces and you swap out the hair. And yeah, and it comes with other pieces. Lots of hands, so two different forms of hands, black hands and white hands. I guess one tactical and one regular. Yeah, I mean it's a scout, so yeah. I think these were all water slide decals. Give me extra eyes, but I don't think they give me an extra head. That's a blank. Yeah, no. There's a blank head. I don't see it. I don't see one. So I don't know why it gives me extra eyes to do that with. But yeah, I think these are all water slide decals. So I'll decide how I want to do that. And little stand. So yeah, right, there we go. So I will go ahead and mute for a second while I open up all the bags. Otherwise, you're going to be hearing a whole bunch of bag rustling. So be right back. Alright, So that was all the plastic. I decided not to kind of tear it open and just cut it open instead using the new board, the new kind of self-healing mat. Hey, it came in helpful. All right. Yeah. So another thing I forgot to start the camera. So, alright, we'll go back to at least putting this on display just for the camera. Alright, let's start timer. And I won't be wasting all that time with the unbagging, unboxing, and whatnot. But, alright. There it goes. Yes. So what kits did you get? And what are you kind of going to be building? Like, let's see. This says it can go right there. Yes, it does. Ooh. Alright. A word to bees. Remember C's, yeah, and B's. Okay. Yeah, really? B and B and A C D E E2. That's right. F G K H I. Probably skip those. Gonna have these on the side over here. I J L Y K. Yeah. Weapon systems. And hands. Just leave those on the side there. There. Leave this on the side as well over here. Hopefully I remember that it fell. Oh, nice. The 3.0. Ooh. Just an interesting. Okay, alright. What was wrong with the ARM units? While I knew the 3.0 Grandpa was out, I cheaped out and I picked up the Kotobukiya version instead of the Master Grade Grandpa. So I've got that to build next when I get around to decide to building. Alright, self-healing mat, I can put you on the side too right now because I can just let all this fall. Alright, so I need a 3 and 4. There they are. 3 and 4. B12 and 11. 12. Huh. So it's difficult to keep them in place. Let's. Yeah, I don't remember how difficult other hands have been. Wait, was it just the arm units? Sanji stain. It's a sleeves kit, so maybe. No, the 3.0, the grandpa. Yeah, I wonder what that was about then. So we'll trim this piece. This here. Alright, back to my razor. I decided to go a little cheap and I cut up a sanding kind of buffing sponge that I have to make it last a little longer. And I think it's a little easier that way too. It's not exactly kind of taking up all the space. Where is the joint? There it goes. What did I? No, I got the original Zazabi. No, I got the. I think I did get the Katoki. Sinanju. No, Sazabi. Yeah, I got the Sazabi, and I actually lucked out. I found it at a book off, so when I returned, I kind of turned it in. So I'm hoping every piece is still there. But I got that. I had bought the Katoki version new because that had been the first kit I ever built. So I decided I wanted to kind of redo it in a sense. It was a victim of earthquakes. So I wound up buying that, and then so I saw the Sazabi at Book Off and I picked it up. What's it saying? This way? I don't believe it should be this way. It should be this way. Alright, I have to use Google Translate to make sure I'm getting this right. Okay. Did I have a translate put on here? Why was that not coming up? Camera. Alright, let's see, what do you say here? Common parts. It just says common parts. Great. That'd help. It's saying be careful, but it doesn't specify which side is supposed to be going in here. Doesn't want to go in that way. Seems to want to go in this way. Why are you already giving me trouble, kit? I think yeah. All right. Okay. Works that way. All right, you guys are on either side of it, so I guess I can trim you. The bottom I'll leave until I put them together. Right. So yeah, I got the new and the Zazabi, both the Kotoki versions, and I will get to those at some point. They'll probably be a back-to-back kit just to kind of say I did them that way. I don't know. I know when I first bought the new, the intention was to not just do a snap build. The intention was to kind of custom paint it. But as I get closer to it, I don't know if I want to. You know, a lot of people, or like a couple of people, when I was talking about building the versions of the grandpa, some people kind of did recommend the third-party perfect grade. I'm still a bit of a sucker for, you know, no, I got to get the original of that. Okay, put you back away. Okay. Here. So, like, I want to get the original of the perfect grade, but again, I'd be willing to at least go with the older version to save my money that way, because they're just kind of vanity projects for me. But again, I have heard pretty good things. I know some of the Gundam guys picked up the what was it called? Was it the Dynamis? No, not the Dynamis. It's God, what was that giant one with the kind of nuclear bazooka? There was a third party, so like a couple of the guys bought it and we're going to be building it. So there's that. Hydration break. So yeah, I know they were kind of thinking about it. I try not to, but that's my own personal thing so far. As I've said before, I'm at the point in my life where I have a little more money than sense, as I keep calling it, and so, you know, I can probably go ahead and decide to spend, you know, a bit of a flex. Do I want to glue that and get rid of that seam line? Because I don't think that part needs to come out. I think the neck does. Let's see. Okay, the whole piece does come out. Why? What is the distinction? But yeah, so neck does come out, and I think it gets changed if you are changing one of the heads. Yeah. So head. Okay, so if you're putting the head with the helmet on, the face with the helmet on, it changes the little neck piece. So yeah, a whole bunch of little middling details I think on this one. Do I want to? Nah, Just gonna snap fit her. All right, yeah, okay. Okay, so that's done over there. Put you back over here. All right, let's start you back up again. All right. Just go side here. All right, so C A9. A16. 16. And C4. Right, C4 and 5. 5 side, 4 on the other side. So, yeah, that's my own thoughts on that. That's gonna be fun. Buffing. So, yeah, I don't know what I've been getting up to. I got hyper focused on playing my time in Porsche. I'd had it for a while, decided to open it up, start playing it a bit about a month ago, and got really sucked into the game there. And in addition, got sucked into what was that project? Where'd it go? Yeah, there it goes. Just gonna follow you. Right. And then yeah, so another hyper focus that I kind of wound up falling into was I started hacking my PS3. And so I spent a big part around the Christmas break and where are you? There you go. So Christmas break, or well, the week of Christmas, I wound up shorting myself a lot on sleep and kind of spending hours kind of ripping all of my games, my PS3, PS4 games. $1,500, 12, and 15. That's right. So it's 10,000, it's 1,000, 1,200, and 1,500. Those are the grits that I usually go with, just to kind of smooth it out. Sometimes I will kind of do the buffer again, but I think this piece is small enough where, hell, I don't even know if I really want to continue doing this part of it, but I've already started, so may as well just get it done. 1,000, 1,200, and 1,500. You lock it in place. Those two. Okay, and then so that you go in there, actually like that, and then 24 and 21. Yep. 24 and 21. Side and 21 on this side. So I mean, as far as third party scene, which kit are you kind of curious for? Is it like more of a resin kit or more something else? Okay. So, just gonna give this the buff. Times up. Done that. All right. Does it look like it's correct? Yeah. All right. Stretch break. Did I lose you? Well, anyway. All right. So, yeah. So we've got at least the neck and the torso. We're getting the shoulder blades apparently in right now. Working on that part now. Right, let's get back to that. I think. No, I don't think it's actually an overheating thing. I think it might just be a memory issue. It runs out of memory, and so it's time to kind of finish saving to the memory card. I think I saw that that was a limit with the EOS. What is this, a 5? 7 T5. So yeah. So that might be just the limitation of the camera, which I guess, you know, small price to pay for having a high quality video. It still has a bit of a, there it goes. Okay. Come on. Looks like it's keyed. So yeah. So yes, that is shoulder blades. Yep, looks like the shoulder blades open up. Apparently this part's supposed to be able to pop back out somehow. Allegedly. I don't know. I'll have to decide once it's finally. So, there you go. Let's describe here. Yeah, I don't trust myself to try to do any more than that. But the attempt was made. We'll see what that does. Alright. So, our torso done. C2, C3, C6, C7. C0. C3. Six. C7. Okay. So on that part. C7. Okay. Goes this way at least. Okay. There's that. Having a hard time seeing here. Kind of know I'm tired now. Don't need that one, but probably will do this part here. Okay. You're welcome. Thanks for joining. Feel free to lurk, feel free to comment. Kind of building a Kotobukiya. I was talking about Katoki version earlier, so that's just stuck in my head. But building Kinokuniya, a Megami device, 2-in-1 kit. So this way. Seems like recipe for disaster, which means I gotta be careful when building. So okay, so you're gonna be lower section that's gonna plug into this part. Okay, let's see how that works. All right. Let's see. C8 and 9 and C1. Oy. C9 this side. C8 this side. Wait, what? Oh. Okay, well. C9 and C1. Don't really need to be as careful with this piece because it's most likely all going to be hidden, but I like to be a little extra. Alright, well, it looks like C is done. Yay. Oh, and I need B3 now. Alright. B3. There it goes. So make sure 2 points are pointing up. All right. I think that's what that's saying. Where did my phone go? Translate mode. View from above, file assembly, side view, data strength, assembling, using Y. Wants more strength, use Y1. Where is Y1? There it goes. You know what? I think I will. I don't know why the distinction. It's saying use Y. I don't know if it really does feel much stronger. But that's Y. Turn that out. Got 1 minute. Okay, plastic does feel a little firmer, I guess, kind of. Which go? There it goes. Buff that part. We've reached kind of pausing time. Alright. My water hydration break again. I'm still on page 1. I mean, alright, I did spend quite some time talking at the beginning and the unboxing. So, yeah. Hips. Currently what I'm building right now is the waist part. I built the bust part first, bust kind of shoulders and neck. So I'm going to be doing the thorax area, the waist, and then hips come after that. So switch break. So next week I will be going to ALA. Probably will be streaming again just because I'm planning to only go on Friday. Depend. If I do go on Saturday, I might go with my daughter, and so I may decide to make it a 2-day trip. If I do go on Saturday, then I may not stream depending on when we come home. Though I don't imagine we're actually going to be spending all that much time there, just because 7-year-old's attention span, and it'll be, Daddy, I'm bored, I want to go home, or I want this, I want that, and I'm just, I'm done buying you anything, or feeling the question of buying anything. So yeah, at least that's where I think it's gonna go. So we'll see how that goes on Saturday for next week. Right, let's start that back up again. Let's change the view a bit. Buff this area, because that part will be seen. Well, more likely to be seen than the other one. See what it looks like. Maybe seen, depending. All right. So 2 dots up. Make sure it joins us to the back. In here. Yeah, looks like it should be that. This, let's try to smooth that out a bit. Again, doesn't really matter because it's a section no one will ever see, really, what that looks like. Alright, and then 12A13. There's 13. Switching this back. 12 is the front. Okay. Ah. I mean, yeah, they do. Sorry, I didn't see when you came back. I apologize for that. But thanks for having come back. Oh. Ah, Jeff, good to see you too. I mean, you know why I've been away. So, yeah, it's finally felt like a good enough time to come back after that. Particularly because the holidays kind of made it so hard sometimes too to even decide. So much interruptions. What are you working on, Jeff? So weird. Alright, so saying you are the back. Still? But I thought you'd be done on that by now. Okay, so you. Wow. This part seems flimsy as all hell. Okay, no, what? I've got to be missing something here. Yeah, so you go there. There is no way that is the only thing holding that in. It's got to be kidding me, but we'll have to wait and see. What do you mean, like what color schemes you want to do, or how to do the techniques you want to do for it? most of that torso. So front of the abdomen, B7. Yep, that's B7. Ah, that way. Okay, yeah. That stuff, I mean, theoretically, I know how that's all done. I've seen a couple of videos about it. But, yeah, I get the whole... Okay. Ah, wait, that's right. A. B. Hips and butt. Right. Front. Round thing in your face. Of course you would. So, just mentioned it a minute ago, I think before you came on, and I'm probably going to be going ALA on Friday. Saturday's a maybe, depending on if the spore wants to go, and if she does, how long she's going to want to be there if I do go that day. But at least I am planning to be there Saturday or Friday at least all day. Belly button. I think I will stick these together first, and then decide. Yeah. Don't want to take off too much on one side and have it. Just in time to pause. Yeah, Thursday. It might not be a full day for me, but it's hard for me to justify like going 2 full days now, with the kids and all. But yeah, definitely gonna take Friday off at least, and while kids are in daycare and school, be able to do that, have most of the day free that way. And then just the question will be when I come back home, what time I come back. Okay. Yeah, well, like I said, we'll probably run into each other then. I'm gonna pick up a whole bunch new set of stickers, although I'll have to look because I think I still have stickers that I haven't used that I'll have to decide to put up. But I mean, considering it'll probably be the only big event I actually go to this year, I don't know if I'll actually be going to AX. So you have been? Yeah, I mean, I redid a bit of the gacha kind of backpack. I pulled out my Gundam outfit that I had. I'll see what I still need. Might do a full RX-78 weeb outfit myself. So, did I stop the camera? Alright, well, starting it now. We'll see. Yeah, okay, yeah. It's blurry. It lets me know it's working. So yeah, my weeb outfit is most likely, like I said, an RX-78 outfit. What's yours gonna be? Define good paint, because I mean, I've had pretty good success with Tamiya. I hear lots of good things about Vallejo. Or are you also trying to be thrifty on that front? Because that'll most likely be your problem there. I think I will. Oh man, you're just going. You're not going an Ita theme? One theme to rule them all? You're just actually mixing all the weave stages? Yeah, I do have this, but I don't know if it'll actually hold it. Yeah, probably not. What this is for? A little more. All right, so we'll skip ahead. B10, B6, B. So 2 of these. A6, A15, E17. Okay, that's why I was getting confused about this. So A6, A15. A14, A5. So yeah, there it goes. 14. Five. So E17. E17. So there's two of this one for both of those. So I see how that is. Okay, so that's one E and other E17. And deciding how I want to do the hands, which hands I want to put in after that. Well, I mean, you're going multiple days, so you can probably wear different shirts on different days. So anyway, paint. You were saying hard to get good paint. Like, what's been the issue again? Like, what paint are you trying to get? Okay. From Temu specifically? Is that what the delay was? Or like your local shop didn't have any? Hmm. I see. Yeah, okay. Alright. So you wanted more yellowish grass than green. Big deal there. So what kind of grass did you do? The kind of static ones, or another approach? I'm kind of using the static electricity one. That one always looks fun to use on the videos I've seen of it being done. I imagine so, yeah. Pause time again. Hydration break again. Yeah, we'll have to see about maybe at some point during the week I'll do that part and try to get it together. Well, we'll see. Probably do it on stream next week again if I come back on Saturday. Excuse me. Ooh. Okay, and then the legs get done too. Okay, so most of the body gets done like this. Yeah. There are 3 sets. Anyway. I don't think I've seen kind of videos of how the brush is done. I've seen some videos of doing, again, the kind of electric one. I'll do this one, I'll leave. This one will wait. Yeah. Do that Okay. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this one, that's right. This is the one that can be done. At least I think it can. Hopefully. Okay. So there it goes. Yeah. to do so that I can get that seam kind of done right. We okay. You. Okay. All right. So these little pieces. All right. I think I'm going to cheat with these because they are going to be little joints that no one actually sees. Okay, and which hands do I want to use? All right, I think I will do white hands, but blending and pointing with right hand. Left hand doing one hand. So you're doing miniature grass and painting the bases with rocks as well. You didn't try to make your own rocks out of styrofoam. Actually, I did wind up using kind of a styrofoam cutter for the gotcha bag approach that I used to kind of keep the gotcha balls that I have in display kind of from moving around. So I did that. These are really tiny pieces and probably liable to break. Hard to align. Oh man, you like, did you order them online or kind of had your local shop had them? Because I've heard green stuff is good, but since it's kind of international, may as well kind of go in with someone else ordering it. Like I said, I wish I'd known. I would have put in an order of some stuff with you. Heard good things about their chrome that I might want to try out, the airbrush chrome. And I know my wife's friend has a husband who's into miniature painting, and he's told me before that if I ever try to make a green stuff order, let him know, because he might want to get in on that order. Jesus Christ, these are small. I don't have... I don't think that's gonna help. Just gonna have to find a way to hold one and the other at the right angle. There it goes, finally. I imagine, like I said, that Amy's friend's husband's told me that if I ever did make an order, let him know, because he's got stuff he wants to order too and wants to save on that shipping. There it goes. Okay. Shoulder piece is a little tight, but anyway. that's that so far. Wow. Alright. And so it looks like starting on the legs now. Do I start anything or not? Two of that one, so 2 knees. Why is 13 2, but 14, but 12 is only a 1? Yeah. Okay, because slightly different. Jazz hands. Like I said, I've heard really good things about their chrome. I mean, I've also want to play around with some Molotow chrome. I have the Molotow chrome, want to airbrush it. Half tempted to kind of buy another airbrush booth, just because trying to conserve space here. I want to try to get one that will that kind of has the vent up instead of back, kind of conserve space that way. But I don't know if I'm gonna get around to doing that anytime soon. But that's kind of the idea. Alright, so let's at least try to get one leg done. So B1, B4. B9. And 15. Nineteen. Nineteen. 15. 16. Let's do the 2 kneecaps. Kneecaps. 27, 26. Six, 27, 19, 17. 2. E14. Yeah, you know what? I didn't actually. What did I buy for Black Friday? What did I buy for myself? Did I buy anything? No. I didn't actually buy anything for Black Friday. At least for me, there was nothing that I wanted. I bought something on Prime Day. I bought a projector, kind of cheap one. Played it with it like 2 times when it came in. Set it up in the room to kind of have stuff to watch in there. Set it up to with a kind of Roku that I have here, and connected it to my Plex server, and done nothing else with it. It's more of a, yeah, you know what, and the opportunity is there to do so, but I haven't actually used it. But as far as PSs, I hacked my PS3 and spent all of the break between Christmas and New Year's backing up all of my PS1, PS2, and PS3 games to it. And kind of getting that thing working, particularly because I had gotten into the garage a couple weeks ago, and I found the PS3 there, and I had yeah, I mean, so it's like because I was cleaning that out, I found the PS3, I found the old Rock Band guitars and stuff. I'm like, you know what, I could probably do that, and I started getting it for the kids. I got all of the old SingStar games that I have kind of set up there as well, and so that's kind of where it's been right now. So yeah, this way. Okay, should be this way. Yeah. Why aren't you going in? Why don't you want to go in? Oui. Yeah. Same page. attention to which side is where. I think. The thicker one. Okay. That's why I didn't want to close right. There it goes. Again, you gotta pay attention to these things apparently. But yeah, I mean, like you're saying, it's harder to find the time to do all of them. Because yeah, I download them and it's like, okay, yeah, when am I gonna play them? Like I did SingStar and Guitar Hero a couple times with the Spore kind of in the room, and she's kind of enjoyed watching me play Guitar Hero, but the problem as well is she doesn't know too many of the songs, so it's more as like, all right, I gotta introduce her to all the songs too. Okay, yeah. So these are flush. Okay. Come on. There it goes. I mean, as far as games though, yeah, hey, beyond getting sucked into playing Final or like sucking into backing up all my games onto the PS3. The week before that, I got sucked into playing my time in Porsche on the computer. So that was my kind of time sinks. But as soon as that kind of time sync, okay, yeah, up at the top. done there. Apparently I sent it the wrong place. Did I just miss one? No, it looks like I had sent it the wrong place. Alright. Whatever. Okay. That's that one. That's that. Alright. I have to. Don't want to leave this half finished like this, but I also have to go to bed because, well, I mean, real world didn't really take a break for me at all this past week or past 2 weeks. I mean, I've been working all past 2 weeks, well, pretty much all through December. I only had Christmas and New Year's off. I mean, well, besides the weekends. So, so yeah, I do have to go back to work tomorrow. So I should be going to bed at a reasonable hour. What that means, what is reasonable, well, that's up for interpretation. But I should try not to shed myself too much. But this is one of those shoulds that kind of does need to happen. Should go to bed at a good time because, again, I have been shorting myself in sleep all week. Well, the past 2 weeks actually. Like I said. There's these. No, I'm gonna call it here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here. So yeah, stop it there. I think we'll call it a night now. Still doing that stuff, huh? Whatever gets you those extra coins in your pocket. Close this up. I think I'm just gonna leave this on the desk. Put you away. Leave you that way. You there. Yeah, let's clean you. Let's clean this off. There. So yeah, next week, depending on if I do go and how long I'm at the event. I may stream on Saturday. Definitely will on Sunday. So I'll be coming back to finishing the legs, it looks like, and finishing up the hip part. Probably have to sand it with the sponges instead of the glass file. Oh, man. So, Jeff, thanks for being on. What was that? GBX Third, thanks for having been on a while back. I will be back next Saturday, and well, hopefully next Saturday, definitely next Sunday. We'll see you on Friday, Jeff. Have a good one. Bye.